If you stutter and feel that crushing anxiety every time you speak, I know how you feel because I have been there. But I found 5 techniques that helped me overcome my anxiety and change everything for me. Stutter related anxiety used to control my life. I used to avoid phone calls. I used to avoid public speaking. I used to avoid meetings. I used to avoid situations, avoid words because of the fear of stuttering. But over time, I worked hard on myself and I developed these 5 tools that have helped me deal with, live with, manage, and control my stutter and my stutter related anxiety. And today I want to share them with you. So let's dive in. Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the channel again. My name is Dr. McCool. I'm a GP from Ireland. I'm a stuttering advocate. I run an online platform called Stutterconnect where people who stutter meet, greet, share tips and advice with other people from around the world. I have stuttered my whole life, and I've come to the point in my life where I want to give back. I want to help other people who stutter from around the world. I want to ease the mental burden of stuttering. I want to help people regain control over their stuttering and control over their life to achieve whatever goals they want to achieve in their lives, regardless of their stutter. The first thing on your road to recovery is understanding why you have anxiety around your stuttering. You have anxiety because you don't want to stand out from the crowd. You don't want to appear different from everybody else. You don't want to be laughed at. You don't want to be judged. You don't want to be ridiculed in public in front of everyone. This causes heightened anxiety states, heightened cortisol states, and it excites the sympathetic nervous system. And all of a sudden, your body is in fight or flight mode because you are trying to avoid stuttering. You're trying to avoid getting caught out stuttering. You're trying to appear like a fluent speaker whenever you're not a fluent speaker. You're trying to fit in just like everyone else. Everybody is different. Everybody is going through their own struggles in life, and you with your stutter are no different. The first thing in overcoming the anxiety is overcoming that block of trying to hide your stutter. My advice would be to show your stutter, to voluntarily stutter, to tell the people in your life that you do have a stutter, your family, your friends, your workmates, because all of a sudden the cat is out of the bag. You're no longer trying to hide your stutter. You're showing your true self of who you truly are. You're living authentically and you're taking off that speech related pressure, because when you try to be a fluent speaker, that is when the blocking happens. That is when the freezing of your diaphragm happens, and that is when the stuttering happens. And all of a sudden you try to switch words, you avoid situations, and all of a sudden there's no more words that you can say fluently anymore. You get caught in a negative stuttering cycle, a stuttering spin, where it gets worse and worse. So you need to show your stutter, and you need to even voluntarily stutter while making phone calls, speaking to people on the street, and speaking to your friends, as this will relieve the burden, the wall that you've put up of trying to be a fluent speaker when you know deep down you are not. The second thing I'd advise is positive lifestyle measures. And what does this mean? To control your stuttering and to get better at speaking and communicating, you need to have good lifestyle habits. Ask her this: are you sleeping well at night? Are you getting 7 to 9 hours? Are you under stress at work or at home? Are you exercising at least 6 days a week? Are you taking excess alcohol or using drugs? Are you meeting friends and your family in the real world? Are you doom scrolling social media late at night? Do you compare yourself to everyone else? These are just some of the questions that I'm asking you, because if you're not doing all of the basics right in life, you don't stand a chance of overcoming stuttering related anxiety, and the anxiety will be perpetuated even if you became a fluent speaker. So you have to get the basics right. The next thing I would advise is breathing. This entails mindfulness, but it also entails diaphragmatic breathing when encountering a feared word. Mindfulness can entail breathing, or it can entail just disconnecting from your phone, leaving your phone at home and going for a long walk without your phone, without music, without a podcast, to just take all of the senses in. Going for a long walk without your phone will help you gather your thoughts, will help you plan for the future, and will help you deconstruct any stressors in your life. But you need that space away from the distraction of people and your phone if you want to truly disconnect, refresh, and restart again. Really take everything in What can you hear? What can you see? What can you smell? What can you feel? What can you touch? As engaging in your environment and your surroundings, especially in nature, will reduce your cortisol levels and help you regain control over your anxiety. You can use mindful walking or even mindful breathing as well. The other aspect of breathing is when encountering a feared word, you need to give the diaphragm its full range of motion, a full diaphragmatic breath in through the mouth quickly and speak at the top of that breath. This will counteract the tendency of the diaphragm freezing, which happens when under stress and suffering from anxiety. And when the diaphragm freezes, that is when the blocking happens. So make sure to take a full diaphragmatic breath before saying a feared word, as this will help you regain control and confidence when speaking, especially when the fear levels are high. But you need to practice this in your comfort zone first, and you can do that in my free online platform, Stutterconnect. The other cure to anxiety is action. Action cures anxiety. Anxiety happens when we feel that we don't have control, when we lose control over ourselves and where we're going in life. And the cure to this is being proactive rather than reactive and leading with action. So whatever you're worried about in life, you need to start with action. And if it's your speech, you can start with getting my ebook, which is in the description below, Daily Action Plan for Overcoming Stuttering, which will give you a month-long roadmap on how to overcome stuttering and the anxiety related to it. When you lead with action, the voice in your head causing anxiety and causing stress gets more silent. And the more action you employ, the more wins you have, and the better you'll feel, the better your self-esteem will be, and the more momentum you'll build up to employ more action. But you need to start with action to build up the momentum to get yourself going. As you sit around all day, if you sit around, you will start feeling sorry for yourself, you'll start getting low self-esteem, and your anxiety will get worse. It's like a snowball rolling down the hill. It just gets larger and larger until the procrastination happens. Lead with action. The last thing I would advise is thought reframing and cognitive behavioral techniques. And what does this mean? When we are anxious about our stutter, you should listen to the voice in your head. What is that voice in your head saying? The voice is probably saying, what will people think of me if I stutter? Will they judge me? Will they think I'm weird? Will they think I'm incompetent? Will they think I'm stupid? Will they laugh at me? But in reality, people do not care about your problems and the way you speak. People are self-obsessed about their own problems in their own life, and they could not care how you say something. It all depends on what you say rather than how you say it. People who stutter think the world are obsessed about their stutter, but in reality, people do not care. People have enough of their own problems to worry about. Ask yourself this: are you worried about the random problems that other people have? And how much of your day is taken up thinking about other people's problems? Yes, that's right. Very little of your day. And that's the same thing about everyone else. No one is thinking about your problems or your stutter, only you. And that should reduce the anxiety related to your stuttering, that the stuttering isn't the big bad monster that you thought it was. Those are my 5 stuttering anxiety tips that have really helped me in my life, but it took a long time. It won't get better overnight or next week. It'll take months or even years of dedicated hard work and consistency over time. But if you start now and lead with daily action, you will go a long way in your stuttering journey and overcoming the mental health struggles related to it. But start today and don't put it off till next week or tomorrow. You can get my freebie, my doctor-related stuttering and anxiety action plan down below. You can have a look at my online course, Living Your Best Life with a Stutter, or you can join my free WhatsApp. The link will be down below as well. If you want one-on-one consultations, I'm running coaching for people who stutter and people with mental health difficulties related to stuttering. And I've got a free initial consultation. The link is also down below. I truly believe if you stutter and you feel that it has significantly affected your mental health, I believe that you will get better with daily action. as I have come a long way in my journey with overcoming the anxiety related to my stuttering. Stuttering and anxiety aren't a problem in my life anymore, and I want you to get to this point also, because I know how difficult it is and I know the struggles you're going through. But trust me, there is light at the end of the tunnel and you will make it. If you like this video, please drop a comment below, give it a like, give it a share, and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you in the next one. Best luck, everybody.